Hello and welcome back to Fair Play Racing League, and tonight we're here with the tier 3s around the normally dry, but tonight it's the wet and miserable Monza. So hopefully we are still going to see those 0-0 wings around here. Maybe some people might actually chicken out and maybe put on a bit more front wing or rear wing. But yep, I am your host, Silver. I am on my own tonight. I have nobody with me, so you're going to have to listen to me for the entire night. And I just want to say, I do not envy anyone who's driving in this, as we see our championship leader of Diamond Douchey making his way out first onto the track. So I can't change camera. Now we can. We go as he's wearing that Lando Norris vivid green crash helmet himself, with a bit of lag there. Diamond Douchey, speaking of Diamond Douchey, as he's the first one out, has a 5-second time penalty that he'll have to serve at the end of the main race, due to causing the first lap major accident in Zandvoort. So he's going to have that on the back of his mind. Usually I'll pass it to someone else, but no one's here. So yeah, Diamond's looking to making his way back to form. I know he's been struggling a little bit around Monza, and I'm going to jinx him, but our very own FPRL Locker looks very rapid around here. And I know he's very disappointed. Also, someone else who's quick around here, and very disappointed that he can't be here because of stupid work. Is TS9? He is the quickest out of the tier 3s in time trial. So we will quickly hop back to Diamond. So yeah, unfortunately TS9 cannot make it. So it's going to be a bit of a shootout. Anyone's game here. Could be Locker, could be Diamond, could even be Cruz, who obviously won last week Zandvoort, with Soprano Legend getting second, and I can't remember who got third. It was David Oldface picking up the pieces for the Ferraris as Diamond goes into turn 1. The heavy braking of turn 1, where we could see a lot of overtaking here tonight, as he gets a very clean exit out of turns 1 and 2. But now we're going to be heading towards the second chicane, the corner, where if you go a bit tight you will bump over the curbs, and especially with these cars this year have been so low to the ground, will throw the car and spin it as he looks to negotiate very cleanly and very tentative at the same time. Didn't really push it. As quickly as I'll note, this is a sprint weekend, so there is only short quali, so we only have one qualified session. Then we're going to have a 9-lap sprint, which will set the grid for the main race. Set the grid for the main race, and then we'll have the 29-lap main race, and hopefully those tracks that will be dry. I love Nigel says he's on full traction. Yeah, but I still have to say he gets a clean exit. You will slide, I know. Especially even with full traction, turning in on the wets, you can still slide. As Diamond makes his way across the line, it's a 1:29.9, and I'm going to quickly go back to not Soprano. It's going to be Blunt Blade. No, sorry, it's Locker. As he makes his way around the final corner, is he going to do Diamond's time? He goes and touches the line just a little bit slower with Blunt Blade. A 1:32.3 obviously made a little mistake. As I'm quickly going to go to MCR, who is coming around the power barker right now. Let's see, I really hope my new, yep, it's a 1:33.6, so he looks like, to be fair, I just noticed that MCR, Soprano Legend, has dropped it in the Ascari. There he is. Oh, that's a shame from him. He did so well at Zandvoort, and to crash out so early on. And as we're going to quickly go back to the top, we've got obviously Reese setting a 1:30.0, only a tenth away. Locker 1:30.2, Panic N a 1:31.2. Cruz 131.9. So Speed 132. He's been on an impressive run of form recently in qualifying. We should see him do a fair few laps than he usually does. Blunt Blade 132.3. Force Manure, sorry, Mr. Raspberry 132.5. Force Manure 132.8. MCR obviously on the intermediates, so he's obviously risking it all. His teammate Scotsman coming across the line now, goes fastest, 129.6, showing that he still has the pace, even though he has dropped it a little bit. We should speak about Scotsman. He had the worst, I think, luck I've ever seen from his end. He was leading the race, got the incredible start. Then I said, has he made a mistake? He spun it, dropped all the way down the field, and then got himself a drive-through penalty, which kind of caused the end of the race. But he still managed to finish 7th after all that. But it could have been, as Reese now goes faster with 129.5. So, yeah, Will Scotsman, yeah. See, of course you get an incredible start with host advantages. Yeah, I know, Nigel, but I didn't want to put that out there. Reese has the absolute cheater crash helmet on there. So we're going to quickly go back. I've just seen Scotsman Norseman making his way on. He's 6 attempts up on his time, so he is going to push his way up in front of P11 as somebody's pulling off the track, and he goes even faster. He goes faster than his teammate. Diamond has actually run up Reese and Scotsman with 129.4. So yeah, as we're going to find Fish Sticks, who is struggling behind his teammate of Blunt Blade. So for a little while. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Why are you redeeming the Co-Coms drink? I'm not. It's only me on my own. I had enough drinks at the weekend with Mr. David Oldface, the absolute hero, chugging away shots after shots after shots. Have no idea where he was putting them, but let's go on board with Tattooed Star. Oh, never mind, he's in the pits. We've got MCR, who's finally called it. I'm just gonna put those hards on. I will need to put a special mention. Willie Bum on the intermediates, 131.1. So obviously he's finding the lap time where other people can't. We've only got 10 minutes to go, so my voice is going to be gone by the end of this stream. As you may notice, obviously this week we had the sports livery update. So on the Aston Martin we have a little bit more aggressive side pod, and finally we have that black halo, and around the chassis at the front where the driver's cockpit there is a lot more sponsors you can see. So that car is looking very much different than it used to be. I know the Mercedes have had a massive change. The McLaren's have had a serious change. They've lost their Singapore. As Weibum now goes 129.9, so he's improved as well. So we'll go back on board with Tattooed Star, who's not really had the best luck in the last couple of races, but he has informed me, as I'm his division head, that he is looking for a full-time driver, and he is the next in line. So gonna maybe show what he can do. He's not really had the best luck, as my batteries are going low, so I need to quickly change them. So hopefully there's nothing going on. Alright. Perfect. We're now going to be watching Tattoo Star actually start like that. Is perfectly timed for myself. So let's see what Tattoo can do. We'll just ignore that time in the corner because that's a stupid thing. That's not even a lap. He was on the out lap. But here we go. So the one man Oh, hang on a minute. I think it's drying up because everyone's now switching to the intermediate. So maybe everyone's noticed Weibum has been gaining the time on those tyres. So we're going to see at the lap time start to drop into like maybe the 125s, 26. As Tattoo Star now makes his way into the second chicane. I have no idea what it's called. I will get a track map for it. But as if anyone knows the F1 YouTuber Championship, we're now heading into Lesbian 1 and the Lesbian 2, if you get that reference. You're an OG Formula 1 player. Now we're going to make our way down the second DRS straight. He's going to take a very wide line, winding himself up. And now we're going to head through Ascariot's Gold Ball and see how much the lift he has. Yeah, a bit full throttle there. He's going to keep it throttled to the floor all the way through, down to the exit. So, very well placed. As now he makes his way into the final corner on this track. Probably one of the hardest full traction because he's going to lose and gain so much time. Parabolica, a lot of different lines. He's going to take it as tight and go as wide as possible to get the best of the lines possible. And shortest run to the line, and it will be P7 130.1. So that's a very clean and tidy lap from himself. I've just seen a Ferrari behind him. As we're now going to go board with my drinking partner from last Saturday and Friday night, David Oldface, aka The Big Show, as we nicknamed him. And let's see if he can make up any time. He's probably giggling to himself. As now let's see what he can do. The yellow flag in sector 3. And he is a 10th up on his time, so at the moment he is going to stay where he is, but if the track is drying up, he should find a lot more time. We get it, you drink. I've got to put it out there, it was such a fun experience, Soprano, meeting somebody that you've done a lot of commentary over the last year and a half. And he's now 3 tenths down, so he may... Yeah, he's turned the battery off, I think, but we'll keep on board with him just in case he gains any time in that final corner. We ended up at a club called Chemistry. We were there for about maybe 2.5 hours. The club got so busy that you couldn't even get a drink because the card machines went down. As David now goes 4 tenths faster and is now up into the top 10s, just behind his good friend Fish Sticks. Yeah, we decided to leave because it got so busy we couldn't get a drink. That we decided to end up going to McDonald's and having what you usually do at the end of the night. Chicken nuggets to sober yourself up. But yeah. Yeah, it was good in the end. It was a great night, it was. As Diamond Duchy has now gone into the 128, so the track is drying up, so we should see everyone now rushing around to try and get a lap coming in. And as we go, speaking of that, alright, calm down. Remember, it's no nut number, November. Here comes Locker. Can Locker go faster? And he just misses it by 3 tenths, but he has got enough time to go on a slow lap and get around again. As I'm going to quickly go to, it's not Button, it's his teammate. Who is it? It's Squid, sorry, it's not his teammate, it's Squid. As he now makes his way around, is he going to gain up time? And he does, only a little bit, he's still P13. Oh, we're going to go onto Blunt Blade, who's on a lap. Panic End is now making his way across the line on the out lap, bloody stupid game. David goes P2, 128.9. So David Oldface is Mr. Saturday, as he shall now fully be known as. We're going to go to Force Manure, who's coming into the box, so he's called it a day. What about his teammate Cruz? Is on the out lap. Where's Diamond? Diamond's on an in lap, so he's going to call it a day. Let's go to the one and only Red Bull. the only one says Mongo isn't here, and nobody was picked. Having a little bit of a wobble out of Parabolica, so it's going to lose him a bit of time. He's gone in front of Force Manure by 6 thousandths of a second, so... But Force Manure probably will come back out again, as there is a Haas of, I think, MCR, who's partnering up with Scotsman, but he has invalidated his lap, so he will go for another one. He was 2 seconds faster than his normal time, but now we're going to go to Skvid, who's making his way with a AlphaTauri of Tattoo Star behind him. Skvid goes P5, Tattoo Star goes P9, so at the moment Force Manure is the one should be worried. He's left it late. Is he making his way out? He is. There he is. Behind Force Manure himself, who's looking to get some more points. I'm going to move the chat from my site for a bit so I can concentrate. And Weary Bum now goes to 129.5 as we just caught the end of that. So it's now a Ferrari 1-2 and a Aston Martin 3-4. As you guys will know, that these two teams are fighting for the top of the overall constructors. So anything that these two teams can actually do to help their own overall team, as MCR has dropped it in the exit of Ascari, so MCR not good from himself. Disappointing, as now Mr. Raspberry is going to go for his one final attempt with 1 minute to go, and quickly go to, I think this is Locker across the line. Locker will go fast. It's 128.2. So Locker isn't. Oh, I got a message from somebody. Alright, hang on a minute. It's going to be close. Vauer. Oh, Vauer's. I was about to mention Vauer is only. He's going to miss out on quali. If he can get here in time, he will be able to take his seat. Hopefully, before he clicks join, he picks his car of the Alfa Romeo. So. As now Tattoo Star goes up to P4. Cruiser goes now takes P4. So everyone is now finding time. So who's going to have the best point on track? Probably going to be these last set of guys setting these laps. Probably this Alpine of, I think it's Button. I'll probably have the... Actually, Hamlet, sorry. No, sorry, it will be Force Manure. Force Manure will have the best track of the session, as it's now at its driest. I think I got Val. I don't know if you managed to receive the invite. I did send it, as we're going to stay on board with Force Manure as Scotsman goes P3. So it's now Locker, Diamond, Scotsman, David and Cruz as the top 5, as now everyone's going to be making their final laps. Buntwade is done in 14th and Squid is done in 11th. Mr. Raspberry goes up to P4 and so Bluntblade is down there. Fishsticks is down there. But we'll stay on board with Force Manure. Gonna quickly hop over to Tattoo Star. Let's see what he can do on his final run. Oh, he's just missed out. And now we're gonna go back to Panic End, who's got a McLaren of Cruiser, who's gonna get the biggest toe. Oh, no, Panic End's calling it a day. Let's find Cruiser. Is he going to go fastest? No. I can't pick a car, as it won't let me. Don't worry, just spawn in. We'll sort that out. And Locker has called it a day. But let's go back to Force Manure, who's 4 tenths up. Hopefully he can gain a lot more time. Oh, he's invalidated on the final corner. It would have put him... Oh, no. It would have put him P13. That is such a shame. Don't vote... Val, don't worry if you... I know you can hear me, but just drive the car we'll know to give you points as you've joined in late, if it won't let you pick the right car. So that's it. That is it for our sprint qualifying today. So this is going to set the grid for the sprint race, Yep, and Locker takes it at the end there from Diamond. Only 2 attempts different. Now a second. I can get messages. Okay, thanks. Scotsman P3, David Oilface P4, Reese P5, Cruiser P6, P7 is Tattoo Star, P8 is Button, P9 is Wee Bum, P10 is Panic, Skid 11th, Fishsticks 12th. His brother has outqualified, and then we got the guys who didn't really try or couldn't get a set of that time, good clean that time with the intermediates. MCR, Raspberry, Blunt Bay, Force Mill, and Soprano Legend dropping it very early in Nigel, I was only saying I was giving him praise. I was just saying it was only 2/10 the gap between it, so it was close from coming from a man who said he wasn't that fast around this track. He's managed to get P2, so the sandbags were said as it's a dry race for the sprint, as we're going to wait for Scotsman to decide to choose when he wants to go. If anybody, just want to put that, if anybody who crashes out or DNFs or retires early in the main race, you're more than welcome to join the comms bot for me in the main race. You don't have to, but if you wouldn't mind, just throw me a message and I will invite you. Always nice to know things, as someone has readied up early. Don't know if that was Scotsman or not, but we're going to get now onto the formation lap for the sprint race. Our third sprint race. I think we've only got one more to go, and that is at Brazil. Quickly going to get a quick drink. Also, another thing in the update, we should also see a different little bit of strategy here now. With the more choice of tyres you can have now. I don't know if it's in online, because I haven't done a long enough online race. But if any of the drivers can let me know if you were able to pick more tyres. We're going to cut you at the tyres. Okay, right, so... Oh! Valor. We'll move on from that. So we'll quickly go through the formation app. Valor is in the Red Bull. It should be in the Alfa Romeo, but we'll still count him. He will start in P18 due to not making it for qualifying. Just got into the end. P17 is Soprano on the mediums. Force Manure in P16. P15 is Blunt Blade, who is hoping to back up his teammate for that title challenge if he can on Diamond. P14 is Mr. Raspberry. P13 is MCR in the Haas. P12 is Fishsticks, a member of Team Fishface. In P11, another member of Team Fishface, Squid in P11, that's a great qualifying for himself. P10 it's Panic End. P9 it's Weird Bum, a little bit way down on his teammate. P8 is another member of Team Fishface, it's Button in the Alpine. P7 it's Tattoo Star. P6 on the soft, so going different to everybody else, is Cruiser. I won't mention Rangers at all. P5 it's Reese in the next Alpine. In P4 it's David Oldface, aka Mr. Big Show. P13 is Scotsman in the second Haas. P2 is our championship leader of Diamond Douchey, and P1 with a great pole from himself. I think it might be his first pole of the season. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nigel, because you're a big Locker fan. In that beautiful Aston Martin racing green car is Locker. He's going to make his way into the box now. Please don't invalidate yourself or disqualify yourself. Yep, he's got into the box. Fine. Let's see if we can get everyone into the box right to disqualify. Nigel, Team Fishface is basically Fishsticks, David Oldface, Button, and Squid. As speaking of those two, they both have been disqualified from the formation lap. Oh dear. But we're going to have the worst camera angle. The Soprano's been disqualified, but do apologise. This might be actually a fairly decent start camera, but away we go. Have no idea how many lights. And away we go. As Diamond gets a fairly decent start, but Locker gets the best start of them all. I'm going to try and get a good camera. There you go. As they go into turn 1, Locker's still in the lead. Diamond's lagging, cruises up the inside. There is slight tap. Oh my. Turn 1 has just happened. As Locker's now streaking away. But Cruiser a little bit aggressive on the inside. And who is that at the back? It's Diamond Douchey and Fish Sticks who've come together. And Mr. Raspberry has no... Sorry, not Diamond. Mr. Raspberry has no... front wing. Fish Sticks has got a penalty as well, maybe for contact. But yeah, look, Locker is now in the front, in the lead of the race. 1.3 seconds as another yellow flag in sector 2. But Cruiser has made the best start he possibly can on those softs. He's going to have to... Sorry, Eagle. I forgot to mention you. I do apologise. That's my fault. Also, this is not the track that incident happened, but we'll carry on as Chris has got to really start making those soft tyres coming into play here, because they're going to go off very quickly. But Locker has somehow managed to has escaped the chaos of turn 1, and away he goes. And now Diamond's going to have to try and catch him up as Tattoo Star has gained a position. But as we're going to quickly go through the positions gains, Cruiser's gone up by 3, Tattoo Star's gone up by 3. Down 4 by Scotsman. So Scotsman's been absolutely eaten alive, as now he's going to have Panic N trying to go around the outside. There is slight contact on the exit, and now that's going to allow Button to have a look at the vulnerable Alfa Romeo. So Force Manure's up 6 places. Squid's still in the same position. MCR, Squid's gone a little bit wide and has had a... Mr. Raspberry has retired in session. Squid has now... MCR has got the move on the exit. Squid got onto the gravel a little bit. Nigel, that was your fault. That's all I was saying. Blunt Blade has gained up 2 positions. Willy Bum has lost a fair amount of spots. Fish Sticks with apparently... And since 15th, Soprano Legend, I have no idea what happened to Soprano. But yeah, he's right at the back. Well, it's not going well for Mr. Liam. As now Locker makes his way to... Makes his way onto lap 3. Only a third of the way through now. So we will keep an eye on it as Diamond and Locker now exchanging lap times. David has just got past Tattoo Star just with raw straight line speed, so obviously his Ferrari's doing something that the real Ferraris can't do, overtake at Monza. So he's now going to try and get onto the back of Reese as quick as possibly can. By the end of this lap there will be DRS available, so it's now Diamond's now into the now onto the other Ferrari. Diamond's now in the DRS range of Locker, so we're going to stay with this. And so let's see what Scotsman has got past Tattoo Star, I've just noticed. Oh yeah, I don't like Ferraris, Nigel. Let's see if I wonder if Diamond's got the top end speed, because I know Locker's been running 0-0 because I copied his setup. As let's see, he's going to try and prepare himself all the way down. Locker's going to try and break the toe as best as he can. Diamond is gaining. Locker is out of battery, but he's just going to stay out, just have enough on the legs to stay out of Diamond's range. But this battle has been raging on all season long between these two, so secret. I used his setup when he allowed it to be shown. I will need to point out Cruz. Cruz is now falling into the clutches of Reese. So maybe those softs are starting to fall off a bit. He's probably hoping that the softs may be able to last as long as enough. He goes a little bit wide, so he's going to lose time a little bit. But we're going to go back to Diamond, who's now fully into the DRS. So Locker's going to have to be real well. Diamond's got 40% battery compared to Locker's 8. So Locker has been absolutely abusing the battery and has now nothing to defend. But now Diamond's going to could use all this battery to go into turn 1 in first place. He's closer than he was last. It's only 3 attempts. Locker is going tight. Diamond's going wide, 2 different angles, but I think Diamond's got the better run on this. As now he uses that battery, he's going to make his way to the inside. Is Locker going to squeeze him? No. He's in all the space. Scotsman goes faster now. Locker, Diamond's in. I don't think Locker really had anything to really defend with there. So, unfortunately, Locker's now going to have to concede and maybe try and see if he can stay in that DRS and maybe save some battery while he's in the DRS and then maybe go for attack near the end. As now Cruiser, it's now going to be a Scottish man fight for P4 between Cruiser and Scotsman, as Reese has got past Cruiser, so Cruiser's now probably regretting no set of softs. David Allface P6. It's got a 1.4 second gap to Tattooed Start, and the Button is in P8, Panic P9, and MCR's P10. Force Manure needs to gain up a few positions to maybe nick a final point in P8. As Cruiser's gone absolutely off and taken out one of the sponsor boards, and that's the easiest pass Scotsman will ever have. As Button picks up a penalty, so I've cursed Button completely. Do apologise. Don't hate me, Team Fish Race. As now David Allface is going to go for a move, as we're going to go and border him. Aggressively moves to the inside and as clean as you like, and then Cruiser's going to get back in that little bit there, as there's something gone on behind, and I think Blunt Blade has gone around. Oh dear, please don't say there's been contact between the two Mercedes. It's going to be Hamilton versus Rosberg again. And Soprano, and there's Mr. VAR Vara in the background having a spin at the exit of Scar. It's not gone well from him today. I don't think he's had much practice. But yeah, Locker's holding on to the back of Diamond, so maybe Locker's allowing Diamond to get in front and then maybe going for a last ditch attack on the final lap. But we'll have a look at Cruiser. We'll have a look at those tyres. There is a slight line on them, so they might be coming to the end of their life. Still got 3 and a bit laps left to go, so he's now got to hope that his tyres don't let off enough that Tattoo Star can get on the back. But we're going to quickly go to Button, who's now going to try and have a go at Tattoo Star. Is he going to have a go in Power Buffer? No. Thought better of it. Another car that has been updated. The Alpine lighter paint job and more sponsors on it, and a different side pod. I think they're running the same as Red Bull and McLaren are, as Button zooms past Tattoo Star, but Tattoo Star's going to try and defend it. It's going to try for the switch back, but Panic End's there now in the inside, so he couldn't go for it, but now Panic End and Tattoo Star are going to go run down to turn 3 and 4. Can we see this go 3 wide? They're side by side. Panic End has got past Tattoo Star, and there's slight contact, and Panic End has made its way through up here, take the last point position. But now we got the other half of MCR sniffing the back end of the Tattoo Stars out for Towie. Now, could it go from bad to worse for Tattoo Star? He's going to drop him down the field. Scotsman has a penalty. Oh, he's bottled it again. Scotsman, what have you done? Come on, Scotsman. That's going to drop him down. I have a feeling. It's going to drop him down to P7. So Scotsman's going to be absolutely raging. It's going to be even in a worse mood than he already was. As I hope the stream's not lagging, because it lagged a bit on my iPad for me. Now there's Vowler's gone around again. Now Locker is still in that DRS, so he has got good pace. But is he going to make it? Is he going to go for a last ditch attempt on the next lap on Diamond, or is he going to wait? He's gaining on Diamond, so I think Diamond's only got 13%, so they got very close to each other. But we're going to keep looking backwards. As now Cruiser is really falling away. As David Longface has spun. David has dropped it. Down to P10. Oh no, David, what have you done? And this is promoted Button up to P6, but will lose all those positions due to his 3-second time penalty. But Scotsman is going to be absolutely delighted because he's going to finish P5 at this present point. So, yeah, as we're going to quickly go back onto Locker, who's got back to 7 tenths behind Diamond. I don't think he has the battery to challenge him. I'm going to watch it slowly come down. They're both out of battery, so Locker's got to hope that Diamond gets a really terrible exit. Do want to point out and apologise to Locker for last week's roasting of him. I do apologise. It's only fun and games. As like I said, I'm no Will Buxton. I'll tell you how it is. I'm Ted Kravitz at the moment. As I think Punt Blade has gone around again at the back. Diamond is falling a little bit back into Locker as Diamond has made a mistake a little bit. This is going to be a final attempt for Locker to go for it. As he opens the DRS, he's only got 6% battery. And I don't think he's close enough. He needs to be closer. As I think Diamond Star has a 3-second time penalty, but he's not in the... Oh, what has happened at the back? It looks like Blunt Blade's gone around, spun a wedge, and has finally made an overtake on somebody. I probably never thought he would get one after the start he had. And here comes Diamond Douche. He's going to come around the final corner and take a home victory for the Ferraris. With Locker P2, Reese 5.7 seconds back, will take P3. P4 is Scotsman. P5 is going to be a drag to the line between Button and Cruiser gets it due to Button's penalty. P6 is Panic M. P7 is MCR. Button will get P8. David Oldface P9. He'll be absolutely gutted that he spun with only 2 laps to go. Tattoo Star in P10, really bum P11 as False Manure, are bumping around. False Manure P12, Squid P13, Fish Sticks P14, Soprano a long way back, P15, Blunt Blade, and the less we talk about Valor's day, the better. No offense, Valor. We'll blame it down that you're in the Red Bull. You're in the second Red Bull car. It's actually been an awful day for the Red Bulls. One's retired and the other one's going to finish dead last. Howard gets picks up a 3-second time penalty for good measure. There will be a little bit of wait while I get my screenshots that I need. No idea what's... Screen quality is very bad at the moment, as I'm going to quickly get the results. And I want to... Yep. I hate doing this on my own. We will get the as I can't fucking get up the race directory. But we all know what everyone started. Everyone started on the mediums and one didn't start. Cruz is the only one on the softs, but yeah. Thanks, EA. Thank you very much for that. So now I'm stuck with an advert. Get off the screen. No one cares about Fanta. Get off. We're going to go for a little bit of a darker race round here. It was a bit cloudier for the main race. And this is the race that Diamond will hope that he can pull away in, as he has that. He's going to have to serve that 5 seconds at the end of this one. As now we're going to wait for Scotsman to choose when to ready up this time. If there's anyone there's a couple of people who will be disappointed with their performance, it will be Soprano, obviously after last week. Also, Fish Sticks, who's been very consistent all season. I don't know if had a bit of incidents quite, but I will probably know about it, as I'm quickly going to go and get Blunt Blade back into the game. Where is he? There he is. There we go. About that. Well, I'm just calling it how it is, Soprano. You probably are a bit disappointed what happened. Also, Soprano, can you let me know if the stream's looking a little bit fuzzy? Might have to change that a little bit. Okay, right, okay, cheers. It's only because I've obviously picked up a new TV, a 4K TV, and I don't know if it's affecting the quality from what it's capturing wise. So we're gonna have a quick swig of drink while we wait. While we're waiting, might as well run through the need to have a look. I've no idea. I really hope David Allface hasn't jinxed the whole session. I'm unable to get in my car. Yeah, Blunt Blade. Hi mate, sorry. Wait a sorry. You will after the formation lap. Yeah, you have to wait until after the formation lap, Blunt Blade, before you can get in. Obviously, Scotsman's decided to fall asleep. Can someone ping Scotsman down to go? We will eventually get underway. No rush. It's only 20 to 9. Oh, there we are. Away we go. Quickly while we're waiting, I'm going to quickly run through the Champions League scores at the moment. Oh dear. Scotsman, you can hear me, mate. And Cruiser. Make yourself feel better. Celtic got absolutely battered 5-1 by Real Madrid. Shakhtar lost 4-0 to Leipzig. Chelsea are 2-1 up. Man City are losing to Sevilla. So if any Man City fans here, tough luck. AC Milan 1-0 up. Copenhagen are drawing with Borussia Dortmund. Juventus and PSG are 1-1. And Hahafi are drawing with Benfica. So, Scotsman has been disqualified. He obviously was too busy celebrating over the Celtic being absolutely dominated. So Scotsman also been subscribed for 10 months. Thank you, Scotsman. As we're going to go through the grid again, it's going to be the finishing order from the sprint. P18 is Mr. Raspberry. We're hoping for a better run of it. VR Valor in P17 on the set of soft, so he's looking to go aggressive at the start. Not too aggressive from what I've heard. Into turn 1. P16 is Blunt Blade. P15 is Soprano. We're hoping for a better main race. P14 is Fish Sticks. P13 is his brother of Squid. P12 is Force Manure in the first of the McLarens. P11 is Bluey Bum, who will need to try and gain up a fair few positions to maybe give his teammate a hand for the championship fight, if it's not already over. P10 is the Tattooed Star. P9 is David Oldface with that unfortunate spin at the end of the last lap, as everyone's lagging a little tiny bit. P8 is Button, who unfortunately got that late penalty. P7 is MCR. P6 is Panic End. P5 is Cruiser, who is on the set of hards. Scotsman P4, you fraud. P3 is Reese B07. And P2 is Locker, who unfortunately just didn't have the battery to go for Diamond. And then P1 is our championship leader, probably elect at this point. Has changed his way, because the last 2 sprint races we've had, he's absolutely done horrendous at. So he's changed up his ways. He's got the win in the first race, and now he's on pole for the second race. Can he take a double victory? He pulls in quite well to his box. I think that's probably purple. I'm going to quickly go to the back and look at Mr. Railsby making his way to the box. Last the person's, as I've got a very shit bloody camera angle. Thanks, EA. Oh, we're on lap 2 apparently, people. Oh. And the lights are going out, and we're going to keep on board with Diamond. It seems a very good start from the front 2. Cruiser has been jumped at the start, as I'm going to quickly switch around. And we're going to go into turn 1. It's a little bit better from the tier 3s this time, as Button is Reese is squeezed over the inside curbs, and there has been an incident at the back. But Locker's got past Diamond again. That's involving Squid and Valor. Bluntly and Mr. Raspberry, as those two go side by side into turn 3 and 4. But Locker again has had a great start into turn 1. We're going to quickly look behind, as Reese is now being attacked by Panic End, who's having it alright season. Then there's Button as well, doing well from... Oh my god, who was that? MCR has just gone flying into the gravel. What has happened there? Oh my words, it's just come back on the track. So we're going to go back with Locker now. He's starting to pull away. Scotsman is dropping back the clutches of Reese, but Cruiser struggling to get those hards up to temperature on these first initial laps. Is down to P7 after starting P5. But we're going to look behind, as David Oldface is going to look to send one up the inside of Force Manure, and Fish Sticks is going to put his name in there, as they're going to go 3 wide down the straight. You can throw a blanket over them there. It's that close together. Now it's a drag race down to the first corner, as Fish Sticks and David are going to go... Oh, Fish Sticks goes very deep into the corner, hits the sideboard of David. David somehow defends that. They're getting the better exit, but that was a good bit of racing down the main straight, as we're going to see that all race long. It's 27 laps. As now there's a gap forming between Cruz and Button, but Cruz is looking to go long on those hards. Probably going to see a long battle there. Mr. Raspberry's had a... Oh my god, what? What? Oh, what? No. No, game. No, you can't give Squid a penalty for that. Bauer's just... Oh, what? That's a virtual safety car out. And that's going to allow Walker to save some batteries and some tyres. And it's a very harsh penalty. 5-second penalty to give Squid, who literally was like a bucking... was riding on top of Val like a bucking bronco. Dear oh dear. Buddy Formula 1 2022, we love you and hate you at the same time. Still on a virtual safety car. Val has come into the box. So now DRS is now activated as this virtual safety car is over. Squid with a 5-second. He's probably maybe going to call it a day? No, he's going to carry on going. Let's see. Button's now going to try and make his way onto the top 5. He's got to get past Panic End first. Scotsman's doing up well in P4. Might need a little bit more pace to maybe get onto the back of Reese, but this battle between David and Fishstick still rages on. We're going to watch board Scotsman, who has DRS on Reese. We'll then switch over to Diamond in a sec as they run down to Parabolka. Scotsman has had a famous incident at the end of a Sky in a social race last season. Very funny. But we won't talk about that very much. God damn it, someone spun there as I talked about. Mr. Raspberry's gone around in P right at the back. I thought, okay, it's gone faster, but now we're going to see Diamond. Is he going to make the exactly the same move? No, Rocker's going to defend to the inside. He's going to force Diamond. Oh, there was a little bit of lag, but Diamond makes the switch and gets up the inside. As there's a slight little bit of contact on the exit, but Diamond's made his way up the inside. That's a great little dummy to the left and up the inside. And now Rocker's going to try and fight it all the way back. Rocker's side by side. So who's going to have the balls? It's Diamond. Rocker had to pull out. Unfortunately, even though Rocker had the inside, the camera angle was so fucking shit from EA. Oh, as Diamond gets a massive wobble, but Rocker's going to be absolutely not happy with Diamond's connection. As David Oldface and Fisher have swapped positions finally. Rocker's not going to be too impressed. I'm going to be sitting on board with him here. As the yellow flag behind, Rocker did get stuck on the curb there, so it's lost all his speed that he had. But now he's going to save all his battery as Diamond's car's just jumping back and forth. And I've noticed Diamond has a weird line. He goes out as wide as he can to the exit. Maybe just going flat out, but yeah, these times are starting to tumble. As Barton has now made his way past Panic End. Cruiser has dropped down even further on those hards. So it's not going well for Cruiser, but Force Manure has got Fish Sticks up the inside. Oh, there's slight contact between Fish Sticks and Force Manure. Force Manure was forced a tiny bit onto the grass. So Fish Sticks might feel a bit aggrieved by that. We've got David down to P-Trust. David is falling back a set of mediums, and Bauer has gone around again. Gonna have to get out of the way quickly as Squid is making his way around the final corner now. A long way back. But now, all this fighting between Rocker and Diamond, as Squid sets the fastest lap, that's his claim of fame. Leebum's now got past David, so David's falling back through the field. I have no idea if there's any rain on the way, because it looks like it's getting a bit darker. But yeah, all this fighting between Rocker and Diamond has allowed Reese and Scotsman to now push their way back up through again. So Scotsman is now really bringing the neck out of that hat. But he's now stuck in somewhat of a DRS chain as Rocker goes up the inside. A heavy lag bubble. Diamond's going to try and fall. Oh, that is very naughty from Diamond. A Oh, hello, far ads, or ads 1 or ads 2, whichever one we call it. So now Reese is now going to make his way round the outside. Switches to the inside, and there's all 4 of them are in shot. Who's going to make it out first? Reese is going to... Oh, there's slight contact. Reese has hit Diamond. I think that was just a little bit close for liking. Was always going to come out in a bit of bother with racing that hard. David Allface has come into the box and has set up hard, so maybe had some damage from somewhere. And now Locker's now going to make his way back up into P1. Scotsman's still there, so Scotsman wisely backing out when he did. With a quick break, as Diamond's now going to look to switch it to the inside, and he thinks better of it because he knows he's going to have the DRS, but doing that has allowed Scotsman, who's got 54% of the battery, who clearly doesn't want the extra pace, has got all the power he needs to maybe put a bit of pressure. Diamond now goes past as Scotsman really gained, as Locker and Diamond are at war again and again. A bit of tyre banging into turn 1, but now here comes Scotsman with the superior traction from the battery usage that he had. He's got past Diamond and he's going to go up the inside of Locker, and he does on a set of mediums, and Scotsman's made 2 overtakes in the space of 1 straight. So Scotsman being very smart with the battery use and just allowing Diamond and Locker just to have their little squabble, and he's taken advantage of it. But now he's going to have Locker and Diamond both with DRS on the back of him. But I think Scotsman's got the battery to defend this, and he does. Diamond's car is all over the place, and we're going to make our way onto lap 8, so we're going to be a hectic start to this, as Force Manure has picked up the first 3-second time penalty of the race for track limits. We should see Scotsman maybe fall behind Locker and Diamond by the end of this straight. FPRL has gone around again. Mr. Raspberry's got a 3-second time penalty. Oh dear, what the hell happened there? Scotsman's had to really let off the brake. Now Buttons in this fight. Oh, there was contact from Diamond. Zilch it back in the replay. Diamond's... Oh dear, Diamond's got to be really careful. He's got that 5-second time penalty, obviously, at the end of this race. So at the moment, he's going to drop out of the top 5 or 6 at this rate. With all this squabbling, so he doesn't need this. But yeah, Scotsman will feel very aggrieved by that. There'll be some angry Scottish words coming out of that crash helmet of his. But yeah, this is what we wanted. This is what we knew was going to happen at the Temple of Speed. Constant DRS trains and constant overtaking and re-overtaking all race long. So it's like NASCAR. It's the time you pick to choose when to make your overtake, when to sit behind somebody. So it's a bit of strategy at the moment. As we saw with Scotsman, obviously used the strategy right and managed to make 2 moves. Unfortunately got tapped, but if he plays his cards right again, he'll be right back on the back of him. As now Button, who we all remember pushed Diamond all the way in, well, would have if the game didn't end in Hungary. He's now made his way up to P3. Oh, he's broke himself and he's had to let Scotsman through. So now he's got his teammate of Reese, who made his way back up after his spin. As I'm going to quickly go to the back here with Tattooed Star with a massive train all the way down to P11 behind him. Got Cruiser, who's going to get a bit impatient now. Probably on the hard runs, they're probably going to have the best rubber. Oh, Cruiser's just hit the back of Tattooed Star just only slightly. Don't think any damage will have been caused, but oh dear, Bowers had another moment. Maybe the lack of rear wing has caught him out. But we'll go back on the back of Cruiser and all that. I saw a speck of rain, and Val is gone around as the leaders are coming around the final corner. He's on the inside. I don't know if he's. Oh my! Holy Jesus! Button has had to brake because he nearly smacked into that Red Bull, who's still sitting there. Val has retired. Oh, and someone hit him. Oh no, MCR I think may have hit. Yeah, it's MCR. MCR hit Valor. Maybe didn't realise he was on the inside track, but now we've got a full safety car. So we're going to see Valor, no, sorry, MCR, Bluntblade, Mr. Raspberry, maybe David Oldface, putting on a set of new tyres. It's a bit unfortunate for Valor. David stays out. Squid's a long way back. Maybe good idea to serve his 5 seconds while he can. Because he's going to catch at the back. But now let's see what the top 10 are going to do. I think Val was the right thing to do to sit there, if that's what happened. But we will see. Walker's a 3-second time penalty under the safety car. Walker, what are you doing? Sorry, Nigel, but... Oh dear. Oh dear. Nigel, Locker, that means Locker, what have you done? He still has the advantage here because Diamond's got that 5 seconds. As Diamond comes into the box, so is Scotsman. Reese, Button have both come in, so it's going to be a double stack from the Alpines. Panic ends in the box. Will we see Tattoo Star in? Yes. Cruiser's going to be into the box. Fishstick stays out. Willybum stays out. Awesome. Yeah. Squid with a 5-second time penalty for cutting the corner. Hey? Oh my god, it's been so unfair. But Diamond's going to set a medium, so I don't think he's going to make it to the end of the race on the mediums. Scotsman's on a set of hards. Definitely could make it to the end. So can Reese, Panic, Button, and Tattoo. Cruz is going to have a lot of work to get on the end with those mediums. Fishstick's on hards. Force Manure is on hards. Which there's only 2 medium runners. That's Cruiser and But has Locker, Willybum and Soprano made a mistake here, or are they expecting another safety car? I'm quickly going to have a drinks break while we got a bit of lull in the action. Only 1 DNF so far, so everyone's doing quite well keeping it on the track. And there's the penalty situation. Only 4 drivers with a penalty. Locker with 3 seconds, False Manure with 3 seconds, Mr. Raspberry with 3, and Squid with 5. Which, for what I presume, a either a speed in the pits penalty or the corner cut one getting out the way of Locker. Oh, Willybum is in the pits. So we obviously have to go around one lap. He's set on slaps on a set of mediums. I think those might be able to go to the end. Depending on how long they can be under safety car, but Willybum's going to lose a lot of position because of it. You see Soprano Legend up 13 positions as right now. He's the biggest winner so far. Got the menus up what I wanted. Now everyone is now very close to the back of anything. Squid, meanwhile, is in the it's going to be horrible for Squid here. He's a lap down. He's going to have to let everyone behind him through, because it's just going to throw him constant blue flags. So we should see on the safety car restart Squid getting out of the way of everyone. Onto the side. Safety car is in this lap. I'll do the quick sponsor. David's Bevy of the Week. All it is just a bottle of water. Due to the fact that I'm doing this on my own. So I need some kind of nourishment or or anything to keep myself going. As we're going to see Walker now back everyone as much as he can. He has got a car gap, so he's going to leave it as late as possible. He could probably go now, when he does. Are we going to see Skid get out of everyone's way? No, he won't. But we're going to see Diamond now looking on the back of Soprano into turn 1, but he's going to have that Williams in front of him. He's had a look, but Reese is having a look on the inside of Scotsman, and they've had a contact. Scotsman spun over the curbs, and Button's had an incident. Both the Alpines have had an incident, so it's been a horrendous start for the Alpines. Scotsman has... Oh, it's just not going for Scotsman at the moment. Skvid is absolutely being a pain in the arse for everyone. It's allowed Reese through. Diamond's dropped back even further, so as... Oh, it's gone! No! Oh no! Panic End's been... Oh, that is unlucky. Oh, Skvid's gonna be... Oh, that's not even Skvid's fault. He comes back on the track. Right in front of 2 people. And Scotsman, watch out! Oh dear. Panic End will be absolutely thin, but I literally don't think that's... I think that's really unfortunate for Skvid to spin. As forced me not a wheelie bum! And MCR, oh my word, there's a massive crash at the end of the Scari. It's taken 3 people out. 4 people out in 1 lap. Holy mother of God. And Locke has called it for the box, so this is absolutely perfect for him. He's going to have the freshest tyres on those mediums. But yeah, MCR way by the force manure. There was some kind of kerfuffle at the end of the Scari. Someone must have spun and just... Oh, nowhere to go. We've seen Button taking a 5-second time penalty from somewhere. He's on a set of softs. Good luck, Button. Soprano Legend in P11. Locker P10. These 2 might be the ones to watch, Locker and Soprano. Because I don't think these guys in front can make it to the end. But now Reese is in the lead of the Grand Prix, so we've got a 4th different leader in this race. That was mental. So we're going to forward safe. This is our second safety car of the race on lap 14, so we're about halfway through now. Such a shame for MCR Wave and Force Manure, because they were looking good. So, and also we must mention Panic End just having a sliding Williams come into a line of path and nowhere to go. Is really unfortunate for himself. Right. So Fish Stick's up P4 and Cruiser's up to P5. So, yeah, at this present point, Diamond's going to lose a fair amount of positions to that 5 seconds. Just know Soprano is also on a set of softs. So Soprano's thinking that he can go to the end. He's going to be absolutely rapid at the start, but he's going to lose it all the end. I know his Button came back in to put on a set of hards. Squid's 1 minute 35 seconds behind. So at the moment, 2 members of Team Fishface of David Oldface and Fish Sticks it's going well for. Squid has gone off. Again. It's in the end in front of, I think that's Locker. Yep, Squid's in front of Locker again, so Locker's not going to be happy about this. Meanwhile, Button and Squid are just having an absolute rotten bit of luck. Oh my... Okay, Diamond's just died twice on my screen. That damn connection of his. Someone give him a connection test. Westicle. Yes, Soprano, I requested a connection test for Diamond. Steward, get on it. I mean, league management, get on it. Also, Soprano, and Squid needs to know what blue flags mean. I can't really say much on that because I don't know how he's going to have to get out the way. I don't know if he's going to just have to, if maybe pull into the side of the road on the safety car restart. That's actually because someone behind might not realise what he's doing and go into the back of him. But if he goes off track to let people through, the games will probably give him a 5-second unfairly for doing it. But safety car is in this lap, so now we're seeing Reese. Let's see what Reese is kind of safety car restarts are like. We haven't seen very many of his, so just did see a few changing of positions. As Reese has gone, Tattoo Star has jumped Diamond. Diamond's had an awful restart. And look at Reese, 1.7 seconds. So Reese is absolutely big-brained Diamond. Diamond's had a massive wobble coming down the straight for some reason. Nope, he's just lagged past Tattoo Star again. Fish Sticks is now at P4, fending off Cruiser looks to get the DRS. Is anything at the back? Squid has gone off track to get out of everyone's way, so this time the game didn't punish him unfairly, but now he's out of everyone's way. And now Diamond's going to have to push like a stabbed rat to get back up to Reese, I mean. MCR saying even peeps. Is that Scotsman? Scotsman and Soprano Legends have had an incident. Soprano's again with 5 seconds. So there may be another clip Soprano may be sending in. Oh dear. Oh dear, that was a great side and great catch from Soprano. So that has literally been Soprano's season in a nutshell. Has a great race and then it just goes downhill for the next couple. I have no idea what happened between those two, but as we're going to see, I think this Button, like Locker going up the inside. Locker's been hit. As being hit while I'm trying to make a move. Oh no! In no words of a doubt, Locker, you've just killed Squid. I know he was being annoying in the safety car restarts, but you don't need to kill the man. Oh dear, that is a 5-second time penalty for Locker, and that could be more coming his way at the end of the race. Jesus Christ. And it's not even a safety car. That's the best thing ever. It's not even a safety car. Soprano Legend's gonna be absolutely fuming with Scotsman. But now there's gonna be a fight between Scotsman and Soprano. Locker's gone back on a set of hard, 13 laps long. So he's gonna have to come back in the box. Nigel's gonna be absolutely flaming Locker for his strategy again. Scotsman with 10 laps, and Soprano somehow has another fresh set of softs. Tattoo Star's got past Diamond Douchey. Never mind, no he hasn't. Diamond Douchey with that body connection of his. Likes past people when he's hit the hyperspeed button. As Cruiser's now gonna keep in touch with, at the moment Cruiser should finish P4 at the end. If it ends like this, due to Diamond's 5-second after race penalty, so I will need to remember that at the end of the session. Star is now 1.7 off, so he's now in the clutches of Fish Sticks, who has a massive tank slide coming out on the exit. So 6 DNFers, 4 in 1 lap, with a couple of incidents where people are spun and people haven't really been paying attention, slammed into him. I think the only one we can say that's not happened to is Panic End. It's not what's promoting the recruitment server. Now Diamond's 1.7 seconds, so he's made a massive mistake. Even though his tyres are starting to go. Never mind, he's lagged away again. For God's sake. You see the McLaren and the Cruiser really holding on the back of him. Got David Lowface in a great P6. We're going to see a move soon for the lead. Yes, we do. Reese and Diamond fighting into turn 1. Reese has defended the outside, which turns to the inside, and now he's going to use all his battery, and that's just not fair. That is very unfair from what I've seen from, as Scotsman has dropped it, and that should be a safety car. Scotsman, I don't know, Scotsman, if the gentleman agreement will be coming into fact. You're going to be joining me on comms, let me know. And it's not a safety car. Wonderful. Also want to put out complete bullshit on Diamond's connection. Lagged in front of people again. Get this man off the track. It's touching us. Cruiser's only 3 tenths on the back of Fish Sticks. And now Tattoo Star is really starting to struggle. With only 7 laps to go. And we're going to see as Fish Sticks got past Tattoo Star. I missed it there just a second while I was checking something. And now Cruiser's got past Tattoo Star on the exit, so Cruiser's really starting to make his way up through the field. He's going to have to keep pushing because of that penalty of Diamond, but now he's got the Fish Sticks train who's probably one of the best defenders in this league out of all 3 tiers. I can say this, not kissing the arse or anything, but I know Fishsticks is probably just great at knowing when to put his car and when to use his batteries. The most frustrating person if he's in front of you to overtake. As Cruiser's had a little bit of a moment in a Scar, he's had a little bit of a wobble. And now Tattoo Star looked to have a go, but Cruiser's out of battery, so he's going to have to hopefully try and use his straight line speed to get onto the back of Fishsticks again. He has another slight wobble, but Tattoo Star's getting a great exit on those hards. He's got a great camera angle, this is. As they go down the main straight. And Blunt Blade's dropped it, and Mr. Raspberry, and that is a safety car. And that is going to mean everyone is going to finish in this race. And was going to get a point. Even Mr. Raspberry will, due to the fact being retiring second after Blunt Blade, will get a point. There are only 9 finishes left in this race. We should see Locker into the box here. I have no idea where Soprano Legends probably buddy grabbing a bag of bolts at this point. And this is going to really help. Will we see any of the top runners go into the box? It's going to be... I wouldn't be surprised. I was assuming that everyone probably will. It'd be a bit silly if you don't. We'll stick on board with Yep, Diamond's in the pits. Reese has decided not to come in. So Diamond's pulled the trigger. Fishsticks has come in. David's come in. Cruiser has stayed out. Which is risky. Maybe they think they can hold the positions. As David gets held up slightly in the box. But won't be too much. And he'll be back out into P6. He's going to have his good friend... Legitimately, there's a 5, 6, 7 of Team Fishface at the moment. So I wonder who's going to be. Is Fishsticks going to allow David past, or David not going to hold Button up too much, or are they just going to stick where they are, or work together even to maybe make their way up through the field on those set of fresh softs? I don't know if the top 3s have made the right decision. Stay out the tyres are, but we are literally going to have maybe a 3, maybe 4 lap sprint to the end. Been absolutely hectic so far. I haven't heard anything from Scotsman yet, so I don't think Scotsman's going to be joining. The gentleman's agreement. It's not happening, of course. Bloody frauds. Oh my god. Diamond, please don't hit Cruiser off. Your connection has been an absolute terror today already. I don't want it taking people out. Oh. I can't even commentate on what I'm seeing, because it's just all over the place. Not too sure if the stream is frozen. It's frozen on my iPad. Nope, we're up and running again. Good. This is gonna be it. This could be a lot of pain from the top 3. We'll quickly go over the penalty situations, which he only lockers a 3 seconds, so that's gonna really hurt him. There's no one else that's got penalties. As my stream keeps freezing. Close it. Do it up again. As I've seen, I think that might be Monkey in the chat saying that Diamond needs to retire. That car is dangerous. I will agree with you completely. My stream will not reload. I can't see any of the chat. The joke. Now my Twitch won't load, so hopefully we're still up and running. As Diamond Douchey has left the session now, so... Oh dear. I am going to invite him back. I know a lot of people will be like, why? Only fair. As I'm going to quickly go back to the thing. His AI has decided not to box. Diamond Douchey has rejoined the session. As I'm going to reset my iPad, so I'm not going to be able to see chat for a bit. Hopefully reset as my Twitch has gone all as a fit and won't load anything. But yeah, is that Soprano back in the box again? Soprano Legend, what are you doing? It's back in the box on another set of softs. How many do you have of them? Surely you've run out by now. But yeah, I assume we're probably gonna see the front three maybe be gobbled up by the people behind him, but if they can get past, it's looking at the moment, it could be a time and fish sticks David. Oh, it can't because Diamond's got his penalty, I just remembered. So it could be a fish sticks David Button. We could see if it goes to plan, to the El Plan, for the Team Fish Face, we could see a Team Fish Face 1, 2, 3 here. The scenes, if it happens, as the safety car comes in. And we're going to see Reese now go for it. Numero 2 of safety car restarts. I'll quickly just pull out the stream on my fucking phone at this point as we get going. And Cruiser has literally dropped so much time, and Diamond now makes his way along down into turn 1. His connection looks looks better. English guy. As Tattoo now looks to attack Diamond, but they're all going to have to be careful into turn 1. Every single car is running here. Diamond's now made it easy past Cruiser. David Allface has got Locker behind him, but won't need to worry about him as Locker has a time penalty. And still trying to line everything up. Stream has completely died on my end, my iPad, but we'll keep going as now Cruiser is now losing the back of Diamond on those 15 laps. Mediums, I do apologise, mediums. Now I've got the Twitch up on my phone to keep what's going on. Never mind, it's now died on there. I will just close it completely. As now Diamond has got up past Tattoo Star, so he's going to be on his way. But it's all for nothing because we're going on to the final lap. Reese is 1 second in front and there's no DRS. So this should be an easy win as Fish Sticks gets past Cruiser, who's dropping down. So as David makes a massive lunge into turn 1 and gets the braking on Cruiser. But is he going to get the traction? Rocker's waiting in the wings. And Cruiser's redefended, but Rocker now makes his way up the inside. And it's going to be 3 wide. Is Rocker going to go for it? David and Cruiser are squabbling. And as Rocker and David make contact, it's like me. And at this point, Diamond's now on the back of Reese, so Reese has obviously made a mistake, but it's all for nothing unless Diamond can pull a massive 5 seconds in one sector. He's not going to win this race, which is going to be an absolute disaster for himself. And here we come, found the final corner. Diamond's going to hold station. Rocker's now got past Cruiser. So across the line, Reese is going to win the Monza Grand Prix with Diamond P2, but in the end it's going to be Fish Sticks and then Tattooed Star. I don't know if I am going to do it on the order that I can see. Could the league management let me know what order I should do the what's it called, podium? Do you want me to do it from what it is now, or do I do it on what I calculate? Because I know Diamond's not on the podium. Let me quickly get the... Just going to get my screenshots. And bang, there we go. And as we're going to quickly invite the top 3, which will be, I'm going to go to look at results. I'm going to do this calculation in my head. It's going to be Reese, Fish Sticks, and I think it's Tattoo Star. So I'm going to invite those 3 because I know they're the results, as I'm going to get to my menu and invite those 3. If I can, so it's Tattooed Star, who's there is Fish Sticks, there he is, Mr. Lee Carey, there he is. And Reese will be our race winner. Remember to include your audio. There's Reese, and then we're just waiting on Mr. Fish Sticks himself for our P2 man. Here we are with our top 3. They're all here. They're all here. Yep. Could I ask you the same as well, Tattoo, to mute the stream, just for the echo?
Oh no,
Yeah. I do the same thing. No worry about it.
I don't know how you guys do that.
Yeah, let me just go and get the car for the 3rd place man. Just quickly up. Twitch is all over shit at the moment, so give me a second. Virtual showroom. You were in the Alpha Tauri, weren't you? Yes, there we go. Twitch has gone down, app's gone down for me, so I can't see anything. Right, we're all ready to go. Hopefully everyone's included their audio. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Right, after our scintillating main race in the Monza sprint race today, I'm here with our 3rd place man who has made an incredible recovery drive from his position from the sprint. Is Tattooed Star. So this is a great little advertisement. First of all, to say great advertisement for a full-time seat. Yeah. Yeah. First of all, we're gonna go through your sprint. I can't actually remember what happened in the sprint. It went so fast. But do you want to quickly run through your sprint with the viewers and what you're thinking while going through?
Sorry, I think the viewers couldn't hear me.
I know.
Anyway,
Oh,
I'll start again. Um, yeah, with the sprint race, I used up all my battery to gain all them positions at the start, and then once that happens, everyone just kept going past me. But that's life, ain't it?
yeah, it happens, especially around here. If you use all your battery, you're pretty much defenseless. Well, then we'll go on to the main race. Obviously, there was a fair few safety cars and incidents. Was there any doubt in your mind that you were going to try and box under that last safety car, or were you just planning to stay out?
I was planning to stay out on that last safety car. There, from what I could see and what was happening, is that I was on hards. The safety car would have gone in just 2 laps to go, so I thought I'd just stick with it.
Yep. And our final question will be obviously next week will be round 17 at Singapore, probably one of the hardest tracks on the game. Will we see you there?
Hopefully, 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 yeah. I'll let you know, but that's the plan anyway.
Well, let the check-in know. not
Yeah,
not
at the
direct to
check-in,
me.
at the check-in.
Check in
Yeah,
fast
I'm
enough, you'll
planning
get
to
one.
be. Yeah, I'm planning to be there.
Yeah. Alright, there we are, third place man, Tattoo Star, who I
Thanks,
think
man.
that's your first podium, I think.
Yeah, first
Yep.
podium.
Got a message from Diamond, I'll answer that in a minute. So yeah, congratulations again on the podium, and now we're going to make our way to the second place
Thank you.
driver of, where is he? One member of Team Fishface actually managed to come through, is the man himself, Fish Sticks. So Fish Sticks. All I can say is a great recovery after having probably I'll personally say one of your worst races of the season in the sprint.
That's my best sprint race.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I only lost 2 places. The first one I lost 5. The second one I DNF. This one I lost 2 places.
Oh,
So it's
well.
actually my best one.
Well, I'm a fraud. Don't listen to me.
Also, I had the fun of finishing side by side with my brother, like on the line, dead on. It was pretty. It was fun. So yeah, the sprints just need to disappear. They add nothing but me going backwards. Honestly, no, yeah, I'm quite surprised to be here. To be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the late safety car and you jumping into the box at the right time for those sets off really did help, because we did see Cruiser, obviously Tattoo and Reese starting to really struggle on their really worn tyres.
Yeah, I'd say yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, the safety car before that, when I was on the hards, I was, and then all of a sudden I saw myself I was in fourth. I was like, how the hell have I done this? 'Cause I would say, yeah, no, yeah, it was a very stop-starty race at the end. But no, yeah, the guys did well to keep everyone ahead, the most many people as they did ahead, like behind them on the hards at the end there, and it was kind of awkward dealing with a bouncy red car in front of me at the
Yeah,
end as well. I also have to give credit to Tattoo there. On that hard when we were all on the hards, some of those we had to avoid him so, so many times in the Lesbos. Like halfway through, it's like you did well to not run into it. Whether or not if it was real or not, I don't know if it was like a solid car there or not. But yeah, it was quite awkward for some laps.
Yeah, it looked horrendous on the spectator cam.
Yeah, it was yeah, it was something. But
Yeah,
no, yeah,
I think
credit to Tattoo for not actually being too distracted with it.
I think the stewards might need to have a look at that.
Perhaps. But yeah, so other than that, yeah, I'm kind of surprised that I'm here. Also that I'm second because I finished third. But yeah, but no, yeah, say it's a good thing. I'm sort of half expecting to drop places as well anyway. So
Yep, and final question will be obviously the same as Tattoo was. Singapore next. I've had the pleasure of sitting behind you at Singapore. It's
yeah,
it's one of those tracks
it's
that
fun.
I think will suit you definitely, and you can annoy a lot of people with.
Well, potentially.
Potentially. Are you looking forward to it again this year, or are you just
I
gonna
never
try and
look
burn
forward
for
to
it?
Singapore. I never looked forward to Singapore. Singapore is not my favourite, but but no, yeah, I always seem to pull something out. But no, like I say it's gonna be a bit like this race. We've just got to stay out of the damage. I think there was definitely a few things where if I was slightly to one either side, I would have ploughed into people in the last corner. So when they spun, so yeah, I think it's gonna be just keeping yourself out of the wall, and you'll be all right.
Yeah. Again, congratulations on another P2. You have game points on Diamond. Obviously had that
Well,
5 seconds,
yeah, we'll see.
and
We'll see.
probably one of the worst laggy cars I've ever seen commentating on.
Oh,
Um,
I've seen worse.
yeah. So,
Cheers.
yep. And then our final man, I need to go and get it. It's that new Alpine, and it's going to be Reese. So Reese, I did see that you were very confident before we went into the race, having some jokes with Diamond saying you were going to beat him.
Yeah, I said I was gonna get a fast lap, win the sprint, get pole everything, but I was never actually that confident. I didn't think I'd even end up on the podium. But then that car though with Diamond, that was probably the most impossible thing I had to drive against.
Yeah, I know there was a lot of comments about his car. Should we go through your sprint? I know it was a little bit of a hectic sprint. I think you made a little bit of contact with. I think it was Scotsman and Walker.
I think the Scotsman incident was in the actual race,
That
beginning of
was
the
it.
race.
Yeah,
My sprint was pretty boring. Nothing really happened in that. I made up one position, and that was about it.
well, now we'll go on to the main race. It did get a bit more interesting for yourself. You came out. I obviously Locker and Diamond were a bit ahead, but then obviously their bits of squabbling brought you back into play and allowed you to take the race victory in the end.
Yeah, I did not think I was gonna end up staying with them until they were going wheel by wheel, or side by side through all the corners. But then the later stages of that race, I was getting annoyed about the safety cars that were coming out. I had a 5 second gap back to fish sticks. And then there's a safety car come out, everyone pitted, and I didn't. I
Yeah,
didn't know what was gonna happen.
yeah, I was in the comms box saying maybe that might have been a little bit of a mistake not coming in, but it seemed like at the end you were able to hold off Diamond to take the win. I can't remember if this is your first or second win.
It's my
Remind me.
second win.
Yeah, second win. I can't remember if it's going to move you up any positions, but you are today's race winner for the Monza Grand Prix. And anything else you want to say to shout out anybody?
I like to say to Diamond, I'm winning in Singapore.
Of course you would.
That's
Of course you would. Of course you'd call him out. I just want to put out there, has actually messaged me and apologised, saying how many people are affected. I haven't messaged him, but I know he's listening. Diamond, you messaged everybody.
It's alright. It's nothing. It's nothing. He did it on purpose, is it? So.
No, he did warn, saying his connection was going to be bad. Just before we go, as usually it'd be CoCom's choice, but I haven't got anyone. Buddy Com's team. I'm going to pick the driver of the day, and I am going to pick not Scotsman. Fucking what am I saying? I'm going to pick Fish Sticks. Especially for those last couple of laps in the main race, just overtaking everyone, just waiting for his time and making his way through, siding through on those set of softs. So,
my start was pretty fun as well, actually.
The main race is going to be Fish Sticks, and then the sprint. I don't know who to pick because not many people really moved up around, but I'm probably gonna go with for the sprint. It's gonna have to be Diamond, unfortunately. The way he just held off Locker at the end of that race, who was charging at him. I don't know if it's down to the laggy car or what, but yeah. I'm gonna give Diamond the sprint race driver of the day, and Fish Sticks will be the main race driver of the day, and that's it. That's the end of the tier 3s this week. They'll be back next week at Singapore. Obviously, come and join us tomorrow night again, same time, same format for the tier 1s as they have their turnaround Monza, with myself and David Lolface. There is a little surprise. There will be tomorrow. I won't spoil what the surprise is, so just make sure you come and watch. Hopefully there's a safety car. But yeah, I'm your host, Silverside Boy, and I'm here with Fish Sticks, Tattoo, and Reese, and we're all going to say goodbye for tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Later, guys.
Bye.